Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got the Hanged Man upside down, okay? And obviously this got put back into the pack upside down. I don't do that intentionally. I don't typically read reversals. And my thoughts on that, I'm sure I've told you before. I don't intentionally flip cards upside down and right side up, and when I'm shuffling them to make a certain amount of them, upside down. The idea there is that as you're shuffling, you just sort of take the pack and you twist it around, and it generally is about 50-50, right? I don't do that. So when a card actually does come out inverted like this, see, it's not the right way, it means something. And to me, this makes it much more significant. I very often flip cards around and talk about different meanings and things. Every card has light and shadow. I don't feel that reversals are needed for me to say, oh, well, this doesn't mean what it usually means. It means the opposite or something like this. Just my style, anyway. But we've got the Hanged Man inverted, and that's what we need to talk about. I feel like this is you emerging from a period of, emerging from a depression, emerging from a lull in activity, emerging from a period of deep introspection, of deep sort of soul searching, a soul journey. Okay? And this is you sort of bursting out of the water with your discovery. Okay? So I think that this is a very triumphant moment for you. Yeah, very triumphant moment. And we got to put this into some context. What are you emerging from? What was your search? What was your quest? A vision quest, a soul search, Let's put this card into some context. Let's see what's going on here. I like that. It looks like a triumphant figure, right? It kind of looks like the, what is that? What does that look like? Isn't it like the Dave Matthews Band logo or something, that like the dancer sort of thing? I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else we have. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So to me, it feels like you emerged from a very difficult time in your life. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got a Five. Yeah, Five of Wands. We've got the High Priestess. And we've got a fixed air energy, the Prince of Swords. Ace of Swords. Yeah. That's your discovery. You've discovered who you are. You've discovered where you're going. You got that 10. You discovered what you don't want. Right? 10 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Yes. Yes, that's what it's all about. That is your very best life. You've dived down into whatever this Nine of Swords is for you. It's probably a lot of emotional depth work, probably a lot of coming to terms with your history, coming to terms with a lot of the negative stuff that's happened, right? That you really went on this intense, sometimes painful journey into yourself. Maybe it was through counseling or some kind of psychotherapy. Maybe it was through meditation and energy work, energy healing, crystal healing. Maybe it was through tarot. Maybe it's through Reiki. Whatever it is, whatever sort of journey you went on. Okay, we could be talking about plant medicine here. We do have the Princess of Pentacles. It was an intense session, and it may have been quite long. Okay? It may have been over the course of months or even years. Maybe it was something you did over the weekend, right? I don't think so, but it is possible, I guess. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here. We're going to put our little sea turtle friend right on top. We don't have a name for the sea turtle yet. I think it's a sea turtle. If you have a name for that figure, let me know in the comments. Okay, I like to name all of our little friends here. If you have a prediction for that card, put that in the comments too. Let's exercise our intuition while we're here. That's the card that's going to tie everything together and give us that confirmation. You know, that's going to sort of give us the conclusion at the end. Right. Let's look around the room. We've got only 2 major arcana cards. The High Priestess and the Hanged Man. They sort of look the same, don't they? Look at these 2 cards and their gesture. They look very similar to me. Okay, so whatever this was a soul journey. This was a vision quest for you of whatever the details were. It's something that that spirit sort of prompted you to do. It's something that was a search for your divine light. It was a way of you letting in that divine light so that you can discover the answer to those questions. Who am I? Where am I going? What am I made of? Right? And why am I here? And this, I think, was the water into which you dived. Yeah. These cards are very similar in style, but I think the High Priestess is more about you receiving the wisdom. Right? Not fighting it. You're open and you're receptive. You're going with the flow. You're going with the current of it. It may have been something that was difficult and challenging to do, but you found a way to do it in the proper setting, the proper context, the proper environment, where you could just be open to whatever was going to be shown to you. Okay? Attitude of reception. Okay? And then this, I think, is you emerging triumphant. Okay, otherwise we got the cards kind of, you know, they're connected at the hands here, doing a little dance. But you did that. You're emerging from that now. Okay, and with that, I think you're bringing back a lot of truth. You're bringing back a lot of maybe you've gained a lot of awareness. Maybe you've gained a lot of memories. Present life memories, but past life memories too. Maybe those are the 9 swords that we see. Realizing a lot of things that maybe you have forgotten, or coming to realizations about your current situation, your current life, and who you are, and all these existential questions, right? That are never easy to ask, certainly never easy to hear the answers to, usually anyway. So we've got our major arcana. We don't have any big time fire now. We've got the fire back here in the past. But I think this was kind of a frustration, or this was a feeling that we were like banging our head against a wall and we just couldn't make progress somewhere. But I think all that's changing now. Okay? This could be really just a period of meditation where Spirit showed you the answer of how to get past this blockage. This is a lot of effort. This is a lot of pushing, but a lot of resistance. And sometimes it's like it's the equal force, you know, where we're giving it all we've got, but there's an equal sort of resistance, you know. And it could be that this was a blockage, this was your intent or your will, and you weren't making the progress. We did this, took this trip here, and I think all of the answers are coming to you. I think you know exactly what you need to do to move forward. The Queen of Cups is down at the bottom here. The Queen of Cups represents the past. It represents you looking at your emotional past, your emotional history. Okay? The good things and the bad things, right? You're assessing your desires. You're asking yourself, you know, what is it that I really want? We're lifting the veil of our own emotions here. we're being very emotionally transparent. We're being radically honest with ourselves, right? It's a radical love here, okay? And it's not always pleasant and pleasurable. That's why we got a 9 of Swords. It's sometimes hard to see the truth of things, but it's well worth it, okay? So you're able to emerge, and what you've discovered here is that you're sort of bringing something back, right? I think what you brought back is truth. What you brought back is the idea, is not so much the plan itself, but you brought back the Ace of Swords, right? Your absolute truth, your purpose, your mission, in a short sentence or phrase or a symbol, right? Not the plan fleshed out, but the idea or the realization of the truth of what you're meant to do, how to get past the blockage. And I think that in the future position, having this Prince of Swords, this is your work right now. Because the princes are always concerned with the present, right? With the current moment, what's here and now. And what you got to do is, I think, take this Ace of Swords and start expanding upon it and fleshing out your idea. Yeah, building the plan. Okay. It's a fixed air energy. This is a situation where you had to shatter your beliefs in order to really uncover what you truly believe and who you truly are. All of these preconceptions of yourself and who you've been, what you've wanted, what you've suffered and endured, and what you've been taught about yourself and what you believe about yourself, all that had to be undone for you to really get a clear picture of who you are and why you're here. Now, this is the Ace of Swords. We're going to talk about the cards on the path of the Serpent here. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. It supports the channel. And I have another channel, Dove and Serpent Bedtime Stories. If you want to go check that out, that would be greatly appreciated too. Your general energy, Ace of Swords, you have a clarity and a certainty now. It's kind of like all the questions have been removed from your mind. Not necessarily that you've gotten all the answers, right? Because there's never an end, right? There's just, there's always more questions, and they never stop. But this is almost like we've stopped needing answers. I don't have a need to ask questions now. And it's kind of like there's almost a truth, there's almost a certainty, there's a confidence moving forward. There is a belief in yourself that I think has always been there, but it might have been a little bit clouded, a little bit buried. So I just kind of feel like you're uncovering your confidence, uncovering your belief in yourself. And the purpose of all of this, of course, is to figure out why you've been stuck or why there's been this resistance in your life. Here is the Princess of Pentacles in the environment. And the Princess of Pentacles, it's a good card. But it sort of shows the dead of winter. It shows an environment, in this case, an environment that is barren, kind of stark, kind of sterile, right? Where'd all the green go, right? Where's all the life? Where's all the love? Where's all of the abundance? It's the dead of winter. There's nothing here. The animals have left, or they're hibernating, or they're underground, or, the leaves have fallen from the trees. There's nothing here, right? But there is the knowledge that the life will return, or it can return. Okay, it's kind of like saying that, this card is full of potential. This card is pregnant with the life that can be. This card is showing you that the 10 of Pentacles is here. It's just, it has not been birthed yet. Okay? A lot of the time I see the Princess of Pentacles and I think this is a potential empress right here. We get this card and we think this situation This environment for you may not seem like much now, but it can be that magical paradise, that big rock candy mountain, you know. It can be everything. It can be your 10 of Pentacles. It can be your Empress life. Okay? But before, you were trying, pushing, something was pushing back. And what was pushing back may have been your own beliefs about yourself, your own unconscious sort of tendencies, or, you know, the history, the things that you have been taught or have sort of learned over the years, you know. But we're triumphing over that. The Hanged Man, this is an emergence from those depths. This is you coming out of that whatever, right? Maybe this is you coming out of a period of coming out of a bit of a rut. Okay, I don't like to really say the word depression, but it's something that we're all sort of prone to one degree or another. And the Hanged Man sort of looks like somebody that's emerging victorious from that very trying period. You're coming out of a dark night of the soul kind of thing. You are triumphant. And you're bringing something very important back with you, right? Yourself, your belief in yourself, your confidence. And furthermore, with the 10 of Swords here, you're coming back with a plan. Well, I think you're coming back with the belief in yourself and the truth and everything and your mission that you are going to expand into a plan, right? You're coming back knowing what you need to get rid of. You're coming back realizing what's been holding you back. This is the bird cage. These are the bars of the cage. You realize what's been holding you back from making progress. Okay? This is an aha moment. This is a moment of enlightenment where couldn't see them before. Now suddenly I can clearly see the bars in front of me. I know what's been blocking my way. I know what's been interfering with my progress and holding me back. And it's not really about other people either. It's about you. And before this practice or this event for you, I don't think we really wanted to see that. No one wants to admit that we get in our own way. You know, I don't want to see the ways in which I'm limiting myself or holding myself back or imprisoning my energy. But I need to. I think we all need to. A lot of us aren't really prepared for that vision, for that spiritual quest. Okay? I feel like you are. And I feel that it's going to show you where your limitations are, where your blockages are, what things you have to get rid of in your life. It's going to show you how to create this plan, how to create this forward movement to get your 10 of Pentacles. That is your jackpot. That's your fate. That's your destiny. That is your best life. Yeah. This is the card of wealth. This is the card of richness and riches, fortune and fame. It's also asking the question down here with the Queen, what have you been desiring? Maybe the Queen of Cups is looking at the past and thinking, I've been wanting the wrong things my whole life. That's why there's been such resistance. Because what I've been trying to fight for back in the day, back then, wasn't what I really wanted. And Spirit will do that. If you're fighting really, really hard for the wrong things, Spirit's not going to really allow that much advancement. There's going to be a lot of opposition. But of course we have to be careful, because the presence of opposition by itself doesn't mean that Spirit's saying, no, that's not your path. Sometimes the opposition is necessary, that we are being tested, that we're meant to go through a pressure cooker sort of situation with opposition so that we can prove ourselves, refine ourselves, and we can make our progress. So that just because there's opposition does not mean that this is the wrong path, but the wrong path will always have some opposition at some point. There will come a time where you sort of run into that brick wall. where there will be a dead end or something there, right? It'll happen every time. But just because there's a dead end doesn't mean it's the wrong path. You see what I mean? That's some kind of a logical formula, I think. But the idea here is that we have to know what we're after. What is the life you want? Get out a piece of paper, get out a pencil, draw a picture of your best life. What did you see in your vision? On your vision quest, your spiritual quest, your journey. And I'm serious, I literally do it. Especially if that is what you've been going through, that kind of a deep sort of inner journey, meditation, or spirit journey, spirit quest, vision quest kind of thing. You have to write it down. You have to draw it, paint it, do the active imagination. Keep it going, right? Don't let those images and impressions fall away. Keep them fresh, okay? Very good practice is to draw or paint or color, or do it on the computer or whatever. Try to recreate as many of the images and symbols that you can remember. Maybe don't write the narrative. You can if you want. Do both, but at least the images that you remember. Write those down. Draw those pictures, okay? And allow that to become the symbol of your, let's say, your best life, your ultimate outcome of life, right? Let it be your 10 of Pentacles. Keep in mind, the 10 of Pentacles is not a limited thing. You're not just doing one sheet of paper, okay? And it's not just limited to what you can remember from this quest or this vision, because you can add on to it. You can tape sheets of paper together. You can take one symbol and you can do an active sort of imagination or an astral journey. You can scry that one symbol from your dream, from your quest, from your meditation, or whatever it was. And you can expand upon that. Okay, so in a way, you're sort of, you're creating your own prophecy. You're creating your own myth, You're creating the legend of your own life. And there's no limit. Use as many sheets of paper as you want. All right. Let's look at our mystery card. Yeah. I think this is definitely talking about financial thing. I think going from the Princess of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles, or maybe the Empress, I think is a really, really wonderful transition. Okay. Knowing where you're going, knowing what you want, you know what you don't want, you know what things are not working for you, so that you can turn this sort of barren land into success, fortune, fame, riches, right? Wealth. So I think this is probably talking about your finances to a certain degree, but it's so much more than that. So much more than just finances, So mystery card, I'm thinking Empress. What's your prediction? Put it down in the comments. Let's see what we have. An 8 of Swords. We got 10, we got 9, now we've got 8 of Swords. So I feel that what we're talking about here is an unraveling, an untangling of knots. Okay? And the realizing, this is somebody who's just about ready to realize the bars around them. This is somebody who's in the birdcage and is just kind of like, woe is me, I can't get out. Well, you're realizing that getting out of this blockage, this limitation, is a lot easier than you realize. But when we're in the middle of it, it seems dire, seems helpless, right? This is sort of a helpless card. And I think this quest or meditation or vision, whatever it is allowing you to see the ease with which you can escape your bindings. Yeah. 10, 9, and 8 feels like an unraveling, feels like we're untying some karmic knots. We're getting rid of a lot of things. And this, maybe it is a plant medicine sort of trip, And maybe this is how you're getting through a lot of karma. You're untangling a lot of these mental/emotional knots. to see where you've been getting in your own way, to see how those knots of karma, those buttons, those sore spots, how they have been limiting you in your life. I want to do one thing more before we get going, and that is an empowerment oracle card. I feel like this is a very liberating sort of journey that you're on right now. And I wasn't going to do, this is a bonus reading for you, right? I wasn't going to do a bonus reading, but I was just about to shut down the studio. I turned the lights off and I said, wait a minute. And I'm going to sit back down and turn the lights back on. I'm going to do one more. Okay. And I'm glad I did. Very glad I did. Let's see. Empowerment Oracle card. The Equinox Balance. I am in balance. As my seasons change, I find equilibrium within light and dark. Rest and activity. Joy and sorrow are in harmony. I offer gratitude for this divine gift. I wonder if this was part of maybe your equinox celebration. It has just happened, right? We had the autumnal equinox, or it might be your vernal equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere. But I wonder if this was part of your ritual, part of your ceremony for the equinox. Could be. This idea of being in balance, I think, is very important too. Yeah. Equinox. I offer gratitude for this divine gift. That's very important, is the gratitude here. Okay? Because I think that this is major grace being bestowed on you by Spirit. Major blessings here. Utilize them. Right? If this is a miracle in your life, take advantage of it. Do it. Don't let it go to waste. Right? Nothing worse than wasted blessings or wasted miracles. Yeah. Love this energy for you. I'm very happy with this. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Libra, usually Wednesdays and Saturdays. This needed to happen. Bonus reading. Still make sure you watch your other readings. Okay. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Subscribe also to Dove and Serpent Bedtime Stories. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.